Hi there, and welcome back to Senior Vitality, your trusted place for simple, science-backed tips to help you feel stronger, healthier, and more energized as you age. If you've ever been woken up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp, you're not alone. Leg cramps are extremely common among older adults, especially during sleep. In fact, up to 60% of seniors report experiencing them regularly. And while many of us chalk it up to aging, dehydration, or maybe a lack of stretching, there's actually something else we rarely think about: our food choices. Yes, believe it or not, certain everyday foods can silently make leg cramps worse, either by depleting vital minerals, messing with your circulation, or increasing inflammation in the body. So today, we're talking about 3 common foods that can secretly contribute to leg cramps in seniors, and more importantly, what to eat instead to soothe your muscles and protect your legs. So grab a cozy chair, maybe a cup of herbal tea, and let's get started. Before we jump into the foods, let's take a moment to understand why leg cramps happen more often as we age. As we get older, our muscle fibers naturally lose elasticity. Our circulation can slow down, and we may not absorb nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and calcium as efficiently as we once did. Medications, like diuretics or statins, can also throw off our electrolyte balance, and dehydration, that's a biggie too. Many older adults don't drink enough water, especially in the evening, to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. But here's the twist. Even if you're doing all the right things, staying hydrated, stretching, and walking regularly, your diet might still be working against you. Let's explore how. Starting with the first food on our list of ham, or that Sunday morning bacon, might seem harmless or even comforting, but processed meats like ham, bacon, sausage, and even deli turkey often contain very high levels of sodium and chemical preservatives, like nitrates and nitrites. Why is that a problem for your legs? Too much sodium can lead to fluid retention, putting pressure on blood vessels and slowing down circulation, especially in the lower legs. This sluggish circulation can make muscles more prone to cramps, especially during rest. Even more concerning, preservatives in these meats can increase inflammation in the twitching or sudden cramping. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with diets high in processed meats had significantly higher markers of inflammation and vascular stiffness, both factors that can contribute to muscle discomfort. So what can you eat instead? Swap out those processed meats with lean protein options that support circulation and muscle health, like grilled chicken breast, boiled or poached egg, salmon or tuna rich in omega-3 south, or a plant-based protein like lentils or chickpeas. These are not only easier on your blood vessels, but also packed with nutrients that muscles love, like magnesium, B vitamins, and healthy fats. Alright, that was just the first food. 2 more to go, and you might be surprised by the next one. If you're still with me, make sure to give this video a like so we can reach more seniors who want to feel better every day. Now, ready to hear about the second cramp-triggering food? We just covered processed meats, one sneaky contributor to leg cramps in seniors. Now let's talk about the second food that might be sitting in your kitchen right now, silently draining your muscle health. Yes, we're talking about regular soda, sweetened iced tea, and even some fruit juices that are high in added sugar. Now, you might be thinking, I only have a little soda now and then, what's the harm? But here's the thing. These drinks contain a lot of refined sugar, and when sugar spikes in your blood, it sets off a cascade of issues. First, it causes your insulin levels to surge, which can trigger magnesium loss through the urine. And magnesium is absolutely essential for muscle relaxation. Second, high sugar levels promote inflammation and nerve sensitivity, making leg muscles more irritable and prone to spasms. And third, sugary drinks are often acid-forming, which can disrupt your body's delicate pH balance and force it to pull calcium from your bones and muscles to compensate. That's a double hit to muscle function. A study published in the journal Nutrients found that higher sugar intake is associated with lower levels of magnesium and potassium, both of which are critical for preventing cramps. And if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, blood sugar swings can make your muscles even more vulnerable to misfiring. Instead of sugary drinks, try hydrating with purpose. Your muscles will thank you. Here are some better options. Coconut water. It's naturally rich in potassium and magnesium. Herbal teas, chamomile, hibiscus, or ginger tea supports circulation and hydration. And of course, just plain filtered water throughout the day goes a long way. Aim for small, frequent sips rather than chugging large amounts at once. This helps your body absorb it better, especially in older age. Host gently. If you're currently drinking soda every day or reaching for sweetened beverages, I promise just cutting back can make a huge difference in your leg comfort. Alright, we've now looked at the common culprits. Are you ready for the third and final food that could be messing with your muscles? You might be surprised it's often thought of as a healthy staple. When you're ready, just type continue, and we'll dive into the third food to avoid and the powerful alternative that supports strong, cramp-free legs. We've already talked about how processed meats and sugary drinks can sneakily contribute to those painful leg cramps, especially in older adults. Now let's talk about the third and final food on our list. This one might surprise you, because it's often marketed as healthy. You heard that right. Foods like white bread, white rice, and traditional pasta may seem harmless or even comforting, but they're made from refined grains that have been stripped of their natural nutrients. And here's why that matters. When grains are refined, they lose most of their magnesium, potassium, and fiber, all of which are critical for muscle function and nerve balance. These starchy foods are also quickly converted into sugar in the body, which leads to the same blood sugar spikes we talked about earlier, with all the same consequences: magnesium loss, inflammation, and poor circulation. Lastly, these foods can lead to fluid retention and bloating, especially in older adults who are less active, putting extra pressure on leg muscles and blood vessels. A research review in the journal Nutrients noted that diets high in refined carbohydrates are linked to increased inflammation and decreased vascular function, both of which increase the risk of cramping. So while that bowl of pasta might seem innocent, eating it regularly, especially with it enough fiber or minerals, can actually leave your legs screaming for relief. Choose whole grains instead. They provide the slow-burning energy your muscles love, and they're packed with nutrients that help prevent cramps. Some leg-friendly whole grain swaps include quinoa, a complete protein, high in magnesium and iron. It's great for breakfast and easy on digestion. Brown rice still has its outer layers, which contain key minerals. Whole wheat bread or pasta, just make sure it says 100% whole grain on the label. Or even bulgur and millet, which are gentle, easy to cook, and packed with leg-loving minerals. These swaps may seem small, but over time, they can lead to fewer cramps, better circulation, and even more energy throughout the day. Let's take a quick recap of the three foods that may be silently sabotaging your legs and their healthier alternatives. Processed meats: avoid ham, bacon, sausage. Choose grilled chicken, salmon, legume-essential beverages: avoid soda, sweet tea, fruit drinks with added sugar. Choose coconut water, herbal teas, infused water. Refined grains: avoid white bread, regular pasta, white rice, goose, quinoa, oats, brown rice, whole grains. No, you don't need to make all of these changes overnight, but even starting with one small swap a day can lead to real improvements in your muscle health and fewer of those painful leg cramps. And remember, your body is always communicating with you. If you're getting cramps often, don't ignore them. They're not just a nuisance, they're a signal that something deeper might be off in your nutrition or circulation. Before we wrap up, here's a bonus tip. Start including magnesium-rich foods in your meals at least 3 to 4 times a week. Some of the best sources include spinaclamons, because seeds beans spare these with plenty of hydration, light stretching, and good sleep, and you'll be giving your legs the support they truly deserve. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more trusted health tips just for older adults. And in the comments below, let us know which of these foods surprised you the most, or have you already made any of these swaps in your diet? We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay well, stay active, and take good care of your wonderful body.